Hello, everyone. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about the duo of Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston and how long it might take before they're the best duo in the WNBA and how good they are now. Welcome to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification bell when you do, because you'll get notified of our next videos. So, Rob, you got some stats for us today, right? And we're going to go over that today and right now, in fact. And so those are the two topics we're going to talk about. As you probably know, Caitlin Clark was drafted this year and Aliyah Boston was drafted last year, and they're both the number one draft picks of the draft. And WNBA has a history of that happening, and it's happened twice before where the two teams won championships eventually within like 3 or 4 years, I believe. Mm-hmm. So is it going to happen now? And will they turn into the best duo in the league at some point, which I believe they have a good shot at doing? But Rob's got some stats to say how they're doing so far.
Well, I think so, Mark. I took this off actually from an ESPN writer, Kevin Pelton.
Oh, we're going to follow ESPN? No.
I know.
Okay, all right. We'll follow ESPN for this one, Rob.
We'll give him some props for this one. But he actually made some good points. So he says, according to second spectrum analysis of camera tracking data, Indiana has averaged 0.97 points per direct pick and roll when either Clark or the screen setter shoots or goes to the free throw line or turns the ball over or Clark passes up an immediate shot by another teammate. This ranks second among players who have received at least the ball at least 200 screens.
Second, that's pretty good.
That's Jackie Young. So that's pretty good.
Second in the whole league. It's great, especially because they're first and second-year players. Go ahead.
Also, sorry. The Fever have averaged 1.05 points per direct pick and roll against blitzes, better than their overall average. And as a result, we've seen fewer traps as the season has progressed. And over Indiana's first 11 games now, opponents blitzed Clark 21% on the ball screens. That means for those of you who are new to basketball, blitz means double teaming her on the ball, according to the second spectrum analysis. But during the past 9 games, that has dropped by more than half to 10%. So they seem to be figuring out, like I said, with the pick and roll, both Clark and Boston are starting to figure it out. Now, Clark, she's used to that. When she played ball in college, she was used to being a primary person, bringing the ball up and using the pick. Now, Boston, she was not used to that. She was mainly a post. She's mainly a post-up player. That's what she did in college for South Carolina. In college, when she was drafted, she only attempted, I can't believe this, it says just 9 shots for during her senior season after the pick and roll.
Wow.
So, yeah. But now, as an NBA rookie, Boston attempted nearly 3 times as many shots out of the post-ups as pick and rolls. So she's increased her attempts as a screener more than 40% on a per-game basis this season, slowly developing a chemistry with Clark. So the bottom line is, over the season, first 13 games, Clark assisted Boston an average of 1.3 times per game. That's the first 13 games. Since then, this is more than tripled to 4.0 per game. So as you see, they're coming on, and if you're watching the games, you can see them finally coming together as nice little dynamic duo there.
Now, Rob, I'm not as smart as those bobbleheads over at ESPN, but something stands out to me. Caitlin Clark is used to the pick and roll, but Aliyah Boston wasn't. And it seems to me, since this is new to Aliyah Boston, their future is very bright because she's only going to get better at it. In fact, as a duo, they're only going to get better because Caitlin Clark had to figure out how to do it at the WNBA level and not at the college level where the defenders are faster, quicker, and taller and better. And so now I think they're just going to get better and better and better, and from what I can gather. What do you think?
Right, like I said, they figured it out. So the teams, like we've been saying in a lot of the videos, they've been double teaming her, and they double team her off the screen. because they said that in the beginning of the year, but now they can't do that. That's why, like I said, that's why I like Caitlin Clark. When she uses that screen, she doesn't immediately pick up the ball like most people do, and that's why she can get trapped. She maintains her dribble. That way, she can either go to the basket, shoot it, or I like her nice little one-hand bounce pass to Boston, who's learning how to roll to the basket and in for a layup. And it's just beautiful. That's old school basketball, the old pick and roll. I love seeing that.
And Rob, earlier in the year, she seemed to try to force it between the players. And now she seems to be more patient. And I've seen her go right between the two of them as she figure out how to pass it and when, and how when Boston cuts better or quicker, it makes it easier for her to get that pass to her. That's what I've noticed.
Right. And also, when you're setting a screen, it's on the person who has the ball to use that screen. Also, the person setting the screen, which they're getting better with. But the person who has the ball, it's their option how to use that screen. And then where they're doing now, they're not having her screen above the 3-point line or almost at half court. They're doing it like above, around the area near the 3-point line, which is a lot better for the offense.
Right. And Boston's a pretty good passer from the top of the post. So even when she gets it there and she can't drive to the basket because there's two people waiting for her, she seems to be able to know what to do with the ball. So it seems like a very effective pick and roll. Maybe they've been watching Stockton and Malone. I don't know. I doubt they learned anything from Coach Sides. But it seems to me if they keep working on that, Rob, it's going to be like a Stockton Malone WNBA because they're both good athletes. And Boston, didn't come into camp in great shape.
Yeah.
But as she gets in better and better shape, she's going to have more and more energy for this. And it's going to be better and better. And Clark, to me, is the best passer in the history of women's basketball. So that seems like a really good combination and really good possibilities for what they can do with this and make it even better in the future.
And you know what else helps with that? They really like that. They enjoy each other as people, as persons. They enjoy it. They love it. I mean, they're getting along, and Boston is giving her compliments. Same thing with Clark. And that's also probably a main reason with the pick and roll. You got to have somebody who enjoys doing that. That's just, okay, I got to set the pick, or, oh, geez, they're calling pick and roll. Okay, I guess I'll do it. No, they really enjoy working that out with each other. And I'm sure they do that in practice, and they love it.
Yeah, Rob, you can see that Boston likes Caitlin Clark. We know Caitlin Clark likes Boston, but you can just see in the press conferences, she's done a couple of times where she called her really humble after the triple-double. And when they asked about Caitlin Clark's turnovers and she started explaining them, Caitlin Clark said, "We're good. Her passes are great. We can deal with it. We can accept a few turnovers." So you can see how much respect they have for each other. In fact, I think they're one of the most likable duos in sports right now, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
I know Clark haters don't think so, but
no,
Boston.
See, I mean, they're both. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're both improving. They're both getting it. Like, hey, this is improving my game, because eventually, people are kind of sag off on that role, and that's going to leave Clark open for her nice little shot right there, and it's going to be really help the team and help them develop as ball players.
Right, and I like Clark's personality for a lot of reasons, but she's classy and always take the high road. But Aliyah Boston has a sweet personality, but yet she's tough underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And so I really like that about her.
Mm-hmm.
And she seems humble also. So it's a great combination. Now, Rob, how long do you think before they may be the best duo in the WNBA?
I'll give it about maybe a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, I say.
All right. Well, if that happens, they're going to be candidates to win a title. Because when you got two superstars, and I think they could turn into superstars, each one of them, you got Aliyah Boston, who was Rookie of the Year last year, and All-Star 2 years in a row. Right. You got Caitlin Clark, who's probably going to be the Rookie of the Year or going to be right up there, who some people think is an MVP candidate right now. I think Caitlin Clark will be an MVP someday, either in her second, third, or fourth year, in my opinion. Although it's tough because the point guards have never won the WNBA MVP in the history of the whole league in 27 years. But I think it's changing because I think of her ability to make her teammates better. I don't think the league's ever seen that before. The league's never seen such an
also, I think you're right. I think you're right, Mark, because now with the players coming into the league, they're a lot more athletic. They're a lot quicker. So I think eventually it's going to happen. Why not? She's been doing history so far this year, so eventually, why not? finally a point guard eventually would be a MVP.
And Rob, as their team gets better, that will give less defensive pressure on the pick and roll and will open things up even more because they have to worry about their teammates open for 3-point shots and things like that.
That's correct.
So we'll see what happens. Let us know what you think. Do you think this is a great duo? Do you think their future is bright? Do you think how long will it be before they're the best duo in the WNBA? Will they ever be the best duo in the WNBA? How good are they now? Just let us know in your comments down below. Intelligent, non-insulting comments. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Uncle Sam wants you.
We want you.
Rob wants you. I've subscribed even. Last time Rob had subscribed, so now I did this time. So anyways, join us for our live shows, which is tonight. And we know it's going to be the best live show ever because Rob's going to be there for 2 hours. Eastern time.
2 hours?
6 to 8. Yeah, what? 2 hours, Rob. So you actually have to talk and give some more stats out. And
that was my nap time.
Well, Rob, it's too late now. You can take a nap at from 4 to 5 tonight.
Okay.
Eat dinner
fine.
and then come for the show at 6.
Okay, fine. Oh.
It's every Monday, except for major holidays and except for the 2 weeks during the Olympics, because we're going to cover the Olympics from 2 to 5 every day Eastern time from July 27th to August 14th, because that's when it's prime time in Paris. And that's when the marquee events are. And we're also going to be covering live Indiana Fever games. And the next one is July 10th at noon against the Mystics. So join us for that. And you can also make comments down below and suggest topics to talk about. So anyways, we'll see you in the next video.
Well, see you tonight. Peace out.